Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all in the early morning of start of a new day. We're going to do some instant analysis on the Sacramento Kings beating the Miami Heat in double overtime. And it was a crazy game, but it was fun and exciting to see. And man, that Sacramento Kings crowd was just going crazy all game. Even a coach had some moments of celebration in this game. And I would say it makes sense because they won five in a row. They get their record to 18 and 19 and 10 and 12 at home. And there's a lot of games to be played still, and they're correcting their season slowly. And the Heat have been doing the opposite. They've been going downhill a little bit, but they're still 17 and 17, and they still can make the playoffs because it's in the Eastern Conference. And to be honest, the Sacramento Kings won this series 2-0. They only played each other two times each season, and the Kings already won the second game, and they won the first one by 1 point. And then they won this game by 5 points. So these teams are evenly matched when healthy, and they do similar things and they have similar ideas, but only one team can win each night that you play, and the Kings was the better team those two games. But the Miami Heat won the first quarter 28-23. The Kings won the second quarter 27-19. But the Miami Heat had that 31-18 third quarter, and it looked like the game was going to be over based off how they was playing and how they was defending. But the Kings bounced right back and had a 34-24 fourth quarter, and then they won the overtime period 21-16. And I thought it was just really cool to see this game go the way that it ended up going, and the Kings ended up pulling it out. It was a tough, hard-fought win, and most games in the NBA are, but both teams didn't really know how to end this game because when you look at the fact that Bam was taking threes and taking perimeter shots, and he just could knock them in as the hero, and Tyler Hero is their best scorer slash shooter. They found a way to make sure he didn't get the ball. Terry Rozier can be a little bit of a guy that can make some shots, but they went to some guys that was questionable down the stretch, and that's a big reason why they lost in this game. The execution just weren't where it needed to be. Even if the play was ran correctly, the shot that they took wasn't done the right way. Haywood Highsmith had 14 points, three personal fouls, two blocks, one assist, six rebounds, two of them was offensive, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from three, 5 of 8 from the field. He does what he does, gets to the basket, spaces the floor, and tries to hit shots from the perimeter. He prefers not to most of the time. Bam Adebayo had 18 and 12. It was a long game, so he played 45 minutes. Two of his rebounds were offensive, two assists, four steals, one block, two turnovers, two personal fouls for him, -3 and plus minus. He was also 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from three, 6 of 19 from the field. He didn't have it going offensively tonight. And it was unfortunate because they really felt that he's a big part of what they do as Heat coacher. He's part of that Heat coacher, and his defense was there. He just couldn't put the ball in the basket, really, even from mid range. Tyler Hero, 26 points, -6 and plus minus, two personal fouls, three turnovers, two steals, four assists, seven rebounds. One of those offensive, 4 of 10 from the 3 point line, 11 of 25 from the field. He did a good job scoring the basketball, especially from three. But he was held to 26 points, which is good for the Kings, and they did a good job on him for the most part defensively. Terry Rozier missed some shots that was there. He finished 6 of 15 from the field and 2 of 8 from three. He was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, -2 and plus minus 18 points. Jaime Jaquez Jr. started. He played 46 minutes. He was 7 of 15 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 12 rebounds and 10 assists and 16 points. So a triple-double for him. They needed somebody to be the hub because most of these guys are natural playmakers, and neither is Jaquez, but he took advantage of it, and he played that role very well. And he had 4 offensive rebounds out of the 12, 10 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, -4 and plus minus. You can say this probably was his best game ever in his career. It's probably going to be debatable, though. Duncan Robinson, 8 points, -2 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 2 turnovers, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 7 from three, 3 of 8 from the field. Nikola Jovic had 12 points, got some good transition baskets, didn't knock down any threes in the 4 attempts that he had, but he did get to the free throw line 6 times and make all of them. He was 3 of 8 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul. Khalil Ware, 13 minutes, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, -2 and +/- 6 points. Pelly Larson, 0-1 from the field. His only attempt was a 3, no free throws was taken, so he finished with 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 turnover, and -6 and +/. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision: 43 of 102, 42% from the field, 11 of 42, 26% from 3, 21 of 27, 77% from the free throw line, 12 offensive rebounds, 53 rebounds total, 25 assists, 14 steals, which really helped them be able to stay in this game, 6 blocks, 13 turnovers, 19 personal fouls, and 118 points. But that's a lot of points to score. But considering that they went into overtime multiple times, I would say the Kings had a little bit more guys that they can trust and rely on. Demonis with that set feet 3 that everybody went crazy when he made it all net. He had 21 points. He did get in foul trouble with 5 personal fouls, and he also had 6 turnovers. But other than that, he was a +11 and +/. He did have 3 blocks, 1 steal, 11 assists, 18 rebounds. So he wasn't. Jaime wasn't the only person that got a triple-double today. Sabonis got 1 too. 5 offensive rebounds out of the 18. 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from 3, 7 of 16 from the field. DeMar DeRozan had 30. He did knock down another 3. He was 1 of 4 though. 12 of 26 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, +24 and +/. Keegan Murray, 14 points, +16 and +/, 2 personal fouls, 1 block, 1 assist, 12 rebounds, a double-double for him. 5 of them was offensive, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 5 of 10 from the field. Malik Monk, 23 points, +7 and +/, 3 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive. 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 1 of 9 from 3, 8 of 25 from the field. Their perimeter players did the best that they could because there was no De'Aaron Fox in this game, and that was a tough one. Their winning streak was on the line tonight, and you would expect DeMar DeRozan to get 30 because somebody's going to have to score besides Sabonis, but it was good to see Monk get his 20. He took a lot of shots, didn't knock down a lot of his threes, but he did get to the free throw line and have some decent passing throughout the game, and then Keegan Murray stepped up even in the later quarters. He rebounded well, and he was able to score and put the ball in the basket, even from mid-range sometimes. And then Keon Ellis, he just stepped up. He was ready. He played 49 minutes. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, +7 and +/, 17 points. Trey Lyles, 6 points, -20 and +/, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 2 was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 8 from the field. Doug McDermott, 2 minutes, -6 and +/. He didn't really contribute other than that because of that 2-minute lock. But Kevin Huerter, I would say Alex Len played 2 minutes too. He had 2 rebounds, 1 was offensive. He had 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, +2 and +/, 0 points. Kevin Huerter, 15 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, -14 and +/, 7 points. Devin Carter had 5 points, -2 and +/, 1 personal foul, 2 blocks, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 1 from 3, 2 of 4 from the field. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision: 45 of 108, 41% from the field, 13 of 38, 34% from 3, 20 of 26, 76% from the free throw line, 18 offensive rebounds, 60 rebounds total. When you play this long, you should get these type of numbers. 108 shots for the entire team, and the Heat shot 102. Then you look at that fact that they had 30 assists, 7 steals, 8 blocks, 15 turnovers, and 20 personal fouls. It was just good for the Sacramento Kings to be able to get a win as they try to find a way to correct their season while it's the midway point almost, and try to find a way to get that playoff buzz that they had coming into the season. They have enough to make the playoffs, and they still do. They just rely on a lot of jump shots and a lot of tough individual shots. and that has hurted them because they're also not a great defensive team on top of that. But we knew these things, and we knew what they was going to be capable of. We knew they was going to be a tough team to beat for everybody, but they also be beating and defeating themselves sometimes by getting in their own head and settling. But some guys, when they're great, that's what make them great, is because they have the stubbornness to know what they can and can't do and live on that hill and die on that hill sometimes. And we don't even seen Fox do it. As he has switched his game up and changed and evolved and become a better player, he kind of just gets in his own way sometimes. And sometimes it's the best games he have is because he did it. And sometimes his worst games is that same way. All professionals have their bread and butter that they rely on, and they expand on it if they're great to be able to do multiple things on the court and have a higher impact on the court. But then again, sometimes you just got to play the game different, see the game different, depending on who your competition is. And that's been one of the weak points of the Kings. I think Mike Brown patched up a lot of things, even though this team is still lacking in some areas. Realistically, as a team that's built, especially in the Western Conference, we know how tough and how stacked and how loaded the West is, and that's why they always see themselves outside of the playoffs. But at least Mike Brown came in there and changed the culture, got them winning, got them respected, got them as a team that you got to go out there and actually beat instead of being a layover. And I think that that's the thing that was good. They got what they needed. They learned what they needed to learn. Now we're going to see how they finish the season, and now we're going to see what direction they go in when the coach matters, because they have something special. They have some good talent, and they have the ability to be dangerous. And I think that that's important, and it has been. But they didn't want to go backwards. That's why they signed DeMar DeRozan. Let's try to upgrade our roster. Let's try to make sure we still where we need to be as a team to the best of our ability. Because people not running to Sacramento, people not running to save this franchise. A lot of the guys got to be drafted. That's how they got Boogie Cousins. That's how they got Weber, through the trades. And you also got to get credit to Sabonis for getting traded here. De'Aaron Fox was drafted here. Keegan Murray was drafted here. DeMar seen what they was building. He wanted to be a part of what they had there. So it makes sense. Like, you got to get one star to get the other one to fill out the rest of the roster with role players that fit both. And that's not something that's new in basketball or sports in general. It just they've been doing a bad job keeping the stars happy and putting the talents around them, because honestly, some places just have that type of enigma, at the end of the day, and you just got to find a way to get around it as a GM and as an organization. And you got to make people believers. That's why Heat culture is so praised, because they was able to get Jimmy Butler, they was able to get LeBron, they was able to get Chris Bosh, they was able to get Dragic. These were some of the best players of their time. And that's why Heat culture is so praised. Well, Jimmy Butler, I'm happy he can get us to the finals. And we already drafted Bam. We already drafted Tyler Hero. We already drafted Duncan Robinson. So they was doing the right things. And people have been coming at Pat Riley head. Like, Pat Riley is a part of the problem. Well, he's also a part of their success, because a lot of these moves, they got Kyle Lowry too. So a lot of the moves that he was making probably didn't put him over the top or make them better than Denver or make them better than the Lakers, but it made them have a chance to be able to win the championship. And that's all you can do. I want to put together a roster I feel has a legitimate chance to win a championship. It didn't happen. It didn't go their way, but at least they got there, had that opportunity to compete for one multiple times this decade. And that's what I'm saying. That Jimmy Butler, egos collide, friction happens, and sometimes you can man it out, sometimes you can talk it out, sometimes you can fix it. Sometimes it's just best to go your own separate ways. And it always been that way. It's nothing new, but Jimmy respects the culture. He respects Pat Riley. He respects Mickey and these guys, and it's never going to be something that's new. That's why he came here. That's why he stayed there so long. It just sometimes that time runs out, just like this game. And it's a winner, it's a loser, but that also can be changed based off how things happen in the future. So we don't really know what the future holds for the Heat right now. We don't really know what the future holds for the Kings, but presently they're on the same level. They're going through the same type of problems. And Jimmy wants to leave. Fox wants to leave. He might want to stay. He might not. It's just how the league always been. And these are some of the best players in the world, putting themselves out there that they're not happy and they might want to go. And it just immature and a little childish that they handled it this way, because you're professionals. And if you can't handle the heat and the tension, get the fuck out of it. And that's what they're doing. When the time is coming and the pressure is getting on, that these guys are running more often than ever. And people say, well, that's part of free agency. That's part of asking for a trade. I get it, but it still doesn't change the fact that you wanted to leave when things got tough, when things got hard, when things didn't go your way. You didn't try to figure out what was best for the team or what was best for the organization. You only found out what was best for you. Well, it makes sense. It always has, but it comes to a point where we know what you are, we know what you about, and that hurts you too for being that stubborn. Stubborn can help you a little bit, depending on how you use it, depending on how you go about it. But stubbornness can also hurt you a lot too. But we all know that too as adults, for the people that follow this channel for the most part. And it's sad to see these guys just go about it this way and not try to find a way to fix it. Nah, Fox stayed there for a longer time than Butler, and he's basically saying, I done tried everything with this organization. They just can't put nothing winning around me enough for me to feel like I can win a championship. I don't want to be a great player. I want to be a championship player too. And Jimmy felt the same way about Philly and Minnesota. That's why he left so early. And then he felt that Miami can get them there. And every piece that they put there is just always missing like one or two more players to be able to beat the better teams. And the East can make you feel like that. It can be fool's gold sometimes. You think that you have enough. You think you're good enough because you're beating these teams. But a lot of them teams wasn't better than the teams in the West. And, the Kings feel that pain all the time, each and every year when they try to build a roster. It's good. It's borderline almost great, but we ain't trying to help you win because we trying to win too. As players and as coaches, as GMs and as organization, our job's on the line, just like these players. Our respect is on the line and our future is on the line, just like these players. So I gotta save my job too. And that's the toughest part of the NBA is that it's a business and it gets ugly for that reason. Like I hear a lot of interviews. I feel what the players are saying, but the coaches and the GMs are feeling the same way. I mean, that saves your job or that makes sense for your job. I got to feed my family too. I want to keep these millions too. I want to chase my dreams too. And you might be in my way and you might think I'm damaging your career, but you might even end up damaging mine too. And my legacy is a part of that, how successfully I can do it for how long of a period too, just like it is for you as a player. So it always makes sense. It always going to go back to the start in the beginning, and then you got to look at the middle and end and try to learn something from it and just become a better person. That's all you can do because the business side is just as ugly, even in the NBA. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. If you're new to the channel, I also do conversation video just like this. I also do breakdowns of legends, current players, and also rookies and also future stars. I also do draft coverage and mock drafts too. And if you want to see other things that I do, you can check out my channel. I have over 3,000 videos already made and turned in on it. Not only that, you can follow me on social media if you want to get to know me or you want to see some different things that's not basketball related. I have social medias too. And other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for caring about what I have to say, what I do, and appreciate the art that I paint for whatever it is. And thanks for enjoying it, coming back to put analysis in your day each and every day. And thanks for the hardcore fans that hit the notification bell and just kept coming back to see what I had to say next, late in the morning, early in the morning, late in the day, holidays, whatever it is. Thanks for the love and thanks for the support over these 10 plus years that I've been doing it. Let's make 2025 better than 2015. I'm doing my part already this year. I need you to continue as fans to do y'all part like y'all usually do. Let's not forget that coming into this year strong is the goal, and I feel like I'm doing that already. Now it's just about trying to do it for the rest of the year, hopefully, as long as I see it, and hopefully you guys can appreciate more of the new ideas that I come up with and the different ways I switch things up as the years continue to go by. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, and I'm gone for now, and hopefully I see you guys later today.